Hi everybody.
We are going to the Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Park.
One more national park, and we're going to see how this one differs from the rest of them.
This is our 9th and 10th one this year.
Just an itty bitty beady about a couple on the road, driving an RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are our place travels.
Well, we were just trying to figure out how to camp while we were here. We wanted to see if we could stay on BLM land, but there's no BLM land. It's actually National Forest that's out here. And the only place that they have that is the Grand Tetons. So we kind of decided that we would go ahead and stay in the Grand Tetons and then drive to Yellowstone. So to look for the campsite, we started on iOverlander. That's an app that I have on my phone, and we found that it's pretty accurate in that.
Yeah.
So we went to the first section of the Grand Tetons National Park. They're actually numbered, and so we went to the camping sites. They were all full.
The first one we chose, you know the name of it?
Oh, Snowy Mountain.
Snowy Mountain?
Snowy Mountain. That whole section is called Snowy Mountain. And we'll actually leave the GPS coordinates down below, but for both sites.
Yeah, they were full, so we moved on to the next one on the list.
Right. But I have to say that they had some that might have not been full, but they went up a hill, and it had been raining for a couple of days already, and it was so muddy that we would never made it, just never made it at all. We started going up, and we just decided to turn around and come back down.
Yeah, they have like 15 right there near the bottom.
Yeah.
And all the rest of them, you got to go up a hill
And
to get to them, and it's muddy and ruddy, and
yeah,
not for us in the RV.
Right, in that we need a lift, and we need to get a bigger car in that. So with our little car in that, it just would not have made it. So we decided to go down the road. It's still part of the Snowy Mountain, but it looks like a parking lot. There's actually 2 of them, and it also has a section that you can go up into the mountains. But we started looking at the weather in that. It was supposed to rain 3 more days.
Which it did.
It did. We ended up staying in the parking lot.
Yeah, we got a good spot in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It's not level. We're not level at all, but
Yeah.
we're there. We're in the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
We're on gravel. You don't have to worry about mud.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
We probably could have changed places with people in that, because at night it just gets packed full. But in the morning everybody's gone, and most people are in vans and things like that, where they have to take their either RV or their car with them to go to the national park. So it kind of empties out a little bit. So we could have moved around, but I think we've left at like 6 o'clock every morning. So
yeah, we've been pretty much gone all day, getting out early.
Coming
in late
at 9
almost
o'clock.
dark.
Yeah.
Sometimes dark.
Yeah. So we've just been kind of happy with us being a little off level in that. So. But we'll go ahead, as I said, we'll go ahead and leave the coordinates for the second one also there. And I think, especially with it being rainy, the parking lot is great, just to be there. So
yeah, and it's all first come first serve, free camping.
Yeah.
On forest land.
Since we're boondocking, it's really nice to be able to go and take a shower and not have it in the rig and filling up the tanks too much. With the iOverlander, they have it where they have the showers in that, but the showers that are in Grand Teton at the different locations with the campgrounds, They are $6 for 7 minutes, and that's a little expensive. If you go a little farther and you go into Yellowstone, all of the campgrounds, they have buildings that have showers. And theirs were $5 and they were unlimited, which was really nice.
And they're pretty nice showers too.
Yeah.
So, and they had tons of them. So there's no waiting or anything. And nice hot water.
And they were very friendly, answered all our questions. We've been very, very pleased with the people that have worked out here. Really nice people. So we went to see the Grand Tetons. That was the first thing that we did. The Grand Tetons are a mountain range. Actually, the tallest mountain is called the Grand Teton. We've got the South Teton, the Middle Teton, Mount Moran. I mean, they're beautiful. They're just full of snow. You'll see. Actually, they're right behind us. They're all full of snow. They're beautiful. While we've been here, it has been so rainy and so cloudy, it's been really hard to see them. Probably our first 3 days here.
We didn't even see them. They were covered with clouds.
So our first jaunt has been at the Grand Tetons. We went to the visitor center first, got a stamp, and they kind of told us all this stuff, gave us maps of Yellowstone and of the Grand Tetons, so that we could figure out what we kind of planned, the stuff that we wanted to see.
Yeah, so the first thing we did is it's called Jenny Lake boat ride. And you basically get on the boat and you go across the lake, and there's some hikes across the lake.
This is a glacier-made lake. It's 250 feet deep at its deepest point. And this mountain right here that you can see, not quite see the top of, is called Tiwanaut. It's not the Grand Teton. The Grand Teton is located right behind it. Just from our perspective, it's the only spot in the park you cannot see the Grand. About 3.5 miles after Inspiration Point. After that, if you want to go farther, you can. You can totally go to Idaho if you want.
And you don't have to take the boat there. You can actually hike to the
All the way
falls,
around, yep.
all the way around.
If you missed that last boat, it's a complimentary hike back. Around the south side of the lake is 2.5 miles, 5 around the north side of the lake, and you're not stranded on an island, I guarantee it. Speaking of pack it in, pack it out, there's no garbages, there's no Starbucks, there's no bathrooms on this side, there's just facility trees.
It was a 2.5 mile hike.
Yeah,
If you wanted to take the hike and not take the boat
yeah.
to the waterfalls and stuff. But if you wanted to take the boat, you take the boat. It's a half a mile across the water.
All right, guys, short swim from here.
And it rained. Of course, we were doing this in the rain
all day.
the whole day, and that. So, but it was. But we had fun.
Yeah.
I thought we had fun. Yeah. Hidden Falls. I just loved the Hidden Falls. They were just beautiful.
You're about halfway to Hidden Falls, about halfway from the boat.
Do we have to go all the way up to go to the falls?
The Hidden Falls, and it's very worth your time. You just follow this trail kind of up that way, and you can't miss it. It's maybe about an 8-minute hike. Actually,
No, I see the people up there. Like, well, I don't know if I can make it up
You
there.
can get up there, but,
Okay.
but to see the Hidden Falls.
Okay, just keep on going.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
But we went as far as we could at that one section. But there was another. There was a few more trails that went back there. Yeah. And they have a nice scenic drive. We did the scenic drive, and they have a lot of overlooks.
It really only has the one scenic drive road.
Right.
And then
It's-
191 is the main road, the
Right.
main highway. You can go on that too and see a lot. Scenic drive is called Teton Park Road.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, like she said, a lot of overviews and stuff.
The park is big because you're counting all the mountains and everything and that, but the actual driving distance and everything, it's you could probably do the Grand Tetons in 2 days. In the Grand Tetons, they have two villages. The different villages, actually, they're called villages in the Grand Teton and in Yellowstone. And the interesting thing is that they have everything you need there. They have gas stations, post office, lodges, restaurants, visitor centers. Almost all of them have some kind of a visitor center.
Campgrounds.
Campgrounds, yeah. So the one here in the Grand Teton that we stopped at was the
Jackson Lake.
Jackson Lake
Lodge.
It's beautiful. The lodge itself is beautiful. You go inside. It's actually like a hotel, a real lodge in that. So people actually stay there. They had restaurants inside of there. They had a sitting room with the fire. They didn't have the fire going. With all the rain and everything, you would think they'd have the fire going. We met a few people there.
Met some people and told us all about the park.
Yeah, it's great.
Where to go and everything else and what to
Where
do.
where they went.
Yeah, where they went.
Yeah,
What they recommended.
Yeah. Anything that you would need, you can get into at the lodges or the village that they have. Now we're heading for Yellowstone.
We went up to Yellowstone. It's from the campsite. It's a half hour just to get to the Yellowstone Park.
Yeah, to the ranger station.
Ranger station.
You give them your passes and stuff.
Yeah, and once you're in the park, they have like 3 separate loops you can go around, and each one is probably an hour long.
Yeah.
So they're pretty lengthy drives in Yellowstone.
Yeah, and I think we did most everything. We just did not do that one whole section at the north end. We didn't do, but we went around the whole.
Yeah.
The whole Yellowstone. The first thing that we wanted to go, I wanted to go see was Old Faithful.
To me, that's probably the biggest attraction here. They have some waterfalls and things, but we saw a lot of that at Yosemite and Redwoods. But the thing that they have here that they don't have anywhere else is them.
The geysers.
Geysers. That's pretty cool, and they have Old Faithful.
Yep, and they call her Old Faithful because she actually goes every hour to an hour and a half, and they kind of got her scheduled.
The park ranger actually told he'll pin it down within 10 minutes of when it's going to go off.
Yeah, give or take 10 minutes. Be there at this time, and it fills up. Just
with
fills
people.
up.
Fills up with people.
Yeah.
And so we got to see Old Faithful go off. And then they have hikes around that.
So there's little ones. And we saw some of the little ones go off, and then you see a lot of the pools and stuff, and it's got a sulfury smell. It actually brings it up. I guess there's a volcano alive. The volcano actually heats up the water, and that's what makes it go up.
So it's all just a bunch of big puddles of water that are boiling. So, and they actually have them throughout the whole park.
The whole park.
So you can stop at
different
all these
ones. They all look different, and they all are set up differently so that you can go in and take a look at them. Yellowstone is supposed to be the busiest national park there is, and I agree. I think this has been the most populated national park that we've gone to.
A lot of people here. Yeah, the one we went to, Firehole Canyon Drive, that one, we had to wait in line just to get into the parking lot to see it. I mean,
like 45 minutes.
Yeah. On the road just to get into the parking lot.
And they take turns, depending on which direction you're coming in, they take turns going into it so you can get a parking space.
But definitely worth the wait.
Oh, yes. All the springs were different colors. I mean, they were blue and green and red and orange, and it was just beautiful. Yeah. And they were so hot that when they steamed, that you just got the smoke and the steam right all in your face, and that you couldn't even hardly see the person in front of you.
Yeah, another one we stopped at called Mud Volcano.
And they all were muddy, icky and muddy looking, and they actually had one that looked like there was a cave that was like a dragon inside. It sounded like it, and so that's how it got its name, is because it sounds like there was a dragon inside.
Yeah. And it gets the sound because when the water boils up, it hits the side of the cave, and that's where it's getting its noise. It vibrates this whole pier.
Then we did some drives.
Scenic drives.
Scenic drives. One was called the Firehole Canyon Drive. So you're actually going up, and then you do the stops, and actually you can get pictures of the river way down at the bottom. The other scenic drive that we did was called Signal Mountain, and basically you're just winding yourself up all the way up the mountain. I didn't do too bad going up because the trees are on both sides, so it wasn't too bad until I got up to the top and that. So,
but it's a good road to go up. It's not tight or small or anything. It's an easy road to drive.
It was just beautiful. Everything around here is just breathtaking. The mountains, the gullies, the rivers. It's a must see. If you're out this direction, you just got to come in and see it.
If you like hiking and you like the scenic views, gorgeous scenic views, Yellowstone is the place to be.
Yeah. We haven't really seen a lot of animals here in the Grand Tetons.
There's two spots in Yellowstone that are most popular for seeing wildlife. Usually they say you got to get there early in the morning or late in the evening. So we got up early and we headed out to these spots. A lot of buffalo, mainly that's what you see a lot of. Yeah. And they're pretty far off in the distance. So
a couple of them sitting right next to the road.
A couple of them by the road. Our goal was to find a bear and get a picture of a bear.
Mm-hmm.
So we went all the way up almost to Montana, which is the most popular spot to see a lot of wild animals.
And it is mountainy.
Very mountainy to get up there.
It is.
Did not see any bears, saw a lot of buffalo.
Uh-huh.
So on our way back, we're heading back to the campsite, and sure enough, we saw a bear. So we did get to film a bear.
Yay!
He is off in the distance too, but we can put that one on the bucket list now.
Yeah.
We saw a bear.
We did, and we did see a moose with antlers. We got a little picture of him, and he was a little farther out also. And we did go when we got back. We actually went down a little bit farther back into the Grand Tetons, and saw they call it Mormon Row. And it's a little community of Mormons that were out here. There's a famous painter that painted one of the farms with Grand Tetons behind it and made it famous. I'll look his name up, and it's just amazing all the different things that you'll see in a national park. You never know what you're going to see. I thought it was amazing. I always think they're amazing. Everything looks so different. I've just was awestruck about the mountains, the snow on the mountains, the animals that we've seen, all the different features like the Old Faithful. I mean, what can you say about it? It's just, it is just fantastic. I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed.
Yeah. And my favorite part was the geysers, because to me that's kind of unique. So far, I guess, what we've seen, that's kind of unique to this park.
Yeah.
So that's what I enjoyed more.
So, are we going to be heading out to some more national parks?
Well, we've got 10 of them done. There's 63 altogether, so we got a lot to go yet.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think our tour for this year is a little over for a while.
Yeah, we're going to go back and spend some time with family.
Grandkids. Got to see those grandkids.
Yeah, take some time to go see the grandkids and family and take a little break from traveling.
Yeah.
But we'll still be putting out videos, so.
Yeah, we'll still be in the RV in there,
yeah.
But and we just won't be traveling as fast. Well, maybe fast for a little bit, and then we're going to slow ourselves down a lot in that. So we're just grateful that you've come along with us for this year of national parks with us, and we're really glad that you've been with us.
Thanks for coming with us.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the road.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. I'd like to do a personal promotion for my son-in-law's first book. It's called Heirs of the Promise. It's going to be a series. This is the first book of the series. If you like science fiction novels, it's a good read. You can buy it on Amazon. We'll put a link in the description below. Heirs of the Promise by Langdon Franz.